Hi guys, Tracy Summers here with PC Homes, and Eric Summers here again to join us. We already went over curb appeal, so now we're going to walk through your front door and see what we need to do inside. So, Eric, what's some stuff that you recommend that we do for inside our home if we're going to sell it?
So once you've made the decision to sell and we've looked at the outside, we like to go inside and start talking about the things we need to do to get the house ready for showings. Uh, there's three areas that we like to talk about. One, make sure that your house is clean. Two, make sure your house is well maintained. And three, then if you can, we talk about updating, making sure that it looks modern. You don't want a house that looks like it was, you know, last updated in the 70s. It won't show well and it'll take longer to sell. So one of the first things we like to talk about with our clients when we go in is to say, okay, 75% of all things in the house need to be packed and put away either in the garage or a storage unit. It just needs to be cleaned up. What your goal is for this is for like your countertops in your kitchen. You have all your equipment up, you have different knickknacks and spices or whatever else you put on your countertops in your kitchen. It makes it look cluttery and it makes them look much smaller than they actually are. So what you want to do is you want to have nothing on your countertops in your kitchen. Just clean them all off, pack it, put it out in the garage or storage unit, and then when somebody walks in, when we're showing your house, they'll see a big wide open counter and it looks just more inviting and user friendly. The rule we like to go by when we talk about this is if you're not going to need an item in the next 30 days, pack it. Put it in a box, throw it in storage in the garage, and that will help with deciding what to pack or what not to pack. So if you use that rule, you're not going to use it in the next 30 days, put it away. Get it out of sight.
Great. What does well maintained mean? What are you referencing in that?
So all homes have wear and tear. When you come into your house, do you want it looking worn? You want it having dense scratches in your trim, in your walls, those kinds of things. So you want to make sure that your house is well maintained. Dirty vents look bad. The system may be clean, but if the vent itself is dirty, it gives a bad impression, like, well, they haven't cleaned anything or they don't keep up on maintenance. And then a potential buyer could think, well, this house may take a lot to get it back to where I want it. So well maintained is a very important one. You don't want nicks, dings, those kinds of things, holes in the walls. Those things need to be fixed so that the house shows even better.
Okay.
And updated, the last thing I talked about on the list, if you can, you want to have your house updated and looking like it's a modern house. The goal is to have it look like the house is brand new, even though it could be 25 years old. So things to do to update would be, countertops, trim, getting rid of that old little tiny wood trim and getting the bigger white baseboards. That's what's popular right now. You can update that. Doors, getting rid of older doors so that the doors themselves look updated. Countertops, I already mentioned. Bathrooms, a lot of people like updated bathrooms. So if you can afford to do some of those kinds of things, it will help with showing your house, and you'll get more offers that way, actually, because it's updated. It's newer stuff. The new owners won't have to put the time and money and effort in. It already comes with the house.
What about cleaning? That's a lot of house. If we were to sell our house, it would be a lot of cleaning.
So cleaning is very important. And clean to you is not necessarily what's clean to me.
I know.
So when we go into a house and we start talking about getting the house organized, that's part of it. Updated, that's another part. But clean is very important. You don't want to have smells. You don't want to have pet hair. You don't want to have just buildup in your house anywhere that anybody's going to look at. So we like to talk to you about making sure your house is spotlessly clean. You go in and you clean everything out. It's a good time when you're moving things out and packing and putting things away in the garage. It is a good time to clean, underneath whatever was sitting there. So when we do that, we get the house all finished, clean. You look at it, you say, great. A good idea is still to have somebody else look at it, because remember, what's clean to you isn't necessarily clean to me. So we like to advise to have a professional cleaner come in after you're done, just to do that deep clean. They shine things up even better. They do it for a living. They are normally right on, and it's not a lot of cost. If you can afford it, we suggest you have somebody come in afterwards just to give it that extra shine and polish.
Can we get one?
No, that's what your job is.
Is there anything else we should do inside the house if we're getting ready to sell?
If you stick to those 3 areas, I think you're pretty safe. There's always little things you could do on top of that. Some people like to bake cookies or have incense or stuff, potpourri, stuff like that, to make sure the house smells a certain way. But if you keep your house clean, it's not going to smell anyway. But if you want to do stuff like that, you can. Some people turn on music for showings, those kinds of things, just to have it be a little more inviting. You can leave out a welcome to our house, hopefully it'll be your house kind of note, little thing that you can leave on the counter for potential buyers to come in and see. You can also list on there any special items that may not be obvious about the house, like, hey, we have air conditioning. It's really nice to have here because it keeps us cool in the summer. Those kinds of things. You can just put little things that may not be obvious. So yeah.
Especially right now, since it's only 50 in the middle of June.
Yes, we have
a
heater.
It won't stop raining.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a heater. It's great.
So the last thing you can do would probably be, if you're thinking about painting, say your walls are worn out and you're going to paint, don't try and do any weird colors. Don't try to make it too flashy. This kind of stuff like behind us, don't put a lot of work in it. The new owners, once you sell your house, are probably going to come in and change the colors anyway and want to paint. So if you're going to do that, if you're going to paint the inside of your house, paint it white. That's the neutral color. It makes it look brand new again.
It's shiny and bright.
It's shiny and bright. And the new owners can change the colors however they want, which they're going to probably do anyway. So, yeah. But that's all I have, unless you have any more questions.
I do not.
Right? Yeah. Thanks for listening in. I'm Eric with PC Homes.
I'm Tracy.
And like, share, subscribe. And if you have any comments or questions, go ahead and put them down in the comments down below, and we will get back to you when we can. Other than that, you have a great day, and we'll talk to you later.
Bye, guys.